Welcome. This short video was created to provide you with a brief tour of the Affordable OTR Hard Drive. But before we begin, just a quick word of introduction. As I suspect you know by now, we distribute a very large collection of old-time radio shows on a single external USB hard drive. Each drive that we sell includes more than 3,000 old-time radio program series and more than 87,000 actual old-time radio shows. We'll open up one of those drives shortly, but before I attach it to the computer that I'm using, it may be useful for you to know that the computer that we'll be using in this video is running Windows 7. Now, if your computer has an older or a newer version of Windows, everything that you'll see on our video will be either identical or at the very least quite similar to what you'll see on your PC when you attach one of our hard drives. And for those of you that use Mac computers, OS X will also recognize and read the contents of our hard drive. Well, let's attach the Affordable OTR hard drive that we'll be using in this video to our computer now and begin our tour. As you can see, Windows quickly recognized that a new hard drive was connected to our computer, and it displayed a menu called Autoplay. To best navigate within the Affordable OTR hard drive, we'll select the option from the menu simply named Open Folder to Review Files. Now, the first thing you'll see when you enter one of our hard drives are folders and more folders. They're listed alphabetically, as you can see, and each folder is actually home to one single old-time radio program series. Some folders with episodes from a long-running series may have thousands of shows. Some folders have as few as 2 shows. Now, there is one exception that I'd like you to be aware of. If we have a single surviving episode from a short-lived series, or single episodes such as audition shows or perhaps a one-of-a-kind special, what we'll do is put all of those shows together and save them in a single folder on our hard drive simply named Single Episodes. Now, in order to navigate to a particular series, you can use your mouse to scroll down, or you can use your mouse to scroll up. I might suggest that in order to speed up your movement, you consider using your keyboard. Let me give you an example. Suppose that when you open up the hard drive, you want to quickly find the folder that is home to the Dragnet episodes. One of the things you might do to quickly get in the general vicinity of that folder is to simply press the D key, and you'll bypass the A, B, and C folders and quickly land among the D folders. And at that point, you can quickly scroll down through those folders until you encounter Dragnet. Actually, there's a little quicker way to do it. If you press the E key, you can scroll up just a handful of folders and find Dragnet. Now, let's go ahead, since we're at the point where we see Dragnet, let's open up that folder and view a few of the episodes. Notice that each show in that folder bears the program series name Dragnet. In some instances, we may use an acronym rather than the actual program series name, especially if it's lengthy. And the purpose of that is to keep our file names from becoming too terribly long. Additionally, you'll notice that we have 6 numbers to the right of that program series name. And those numbers represent the air date. The first 2 numbers represent the year, the second 2 numbers the month, and the last 2 numbers represent the day of the month that program aired. Then the next thing you'll notice is a set of brackets that include what we'll call now the sequential designation of that program. In other words, in that whole series, how soon did that program air? And what we'll notice in this particular folder is that while we don't have the first episode that aired, that program is actually not in circulation anymore. We do have the second program that aired, the third one that aired, and then there's a whole number of additional programs that have survived. In fact, most of the Dragnet episodes have survived, and you can gather that information from the number within those brackets. I will tell you that in some instances the sequence designations are not included in some of the program series for a number of reasons, but in many instances we have included that information as just a bit of additional information for those of you that are serious collectors. Now finally, and perhaps most importantly, you'll see information in the file name that tells you a little bit about that program. It may tell you something about the plot, or in some programs it may tell you about a guest star that was on that show. At Affordable OTR, we don't generate that information. Almost all of the information that appears in that portion of the file name comes from an official episodic log for that particular program series that historians of old-time radio have accumulated. Now, finally, there are occasions where we may not have all of the information that we need to be able to create a file name that looks like what you've seen thus far. For instance, in some cases we may not know the precise date that a program aired. So, for instance, if we knew that a program aired in a particular year, but we were not aware of whether it aired in January or February or any particular month, nor did we know the actual day of the month that it aired, we would normally, in a case like that, include the first 2 numbers telling us the year that it aired, and then use X's where numbers might have appeared for the month and day that it aired. Now, in order to play an episode, it's simply a process of double-clicking on the MP3 file, and your operating system will launch your default media player, and it will begin playing the episode for you. If you wish, any of the MP3s on our hard drive can be copied to a portable device that plays MP3 files, such as an iPod or an iPhone, or really any other portable device capable of playing digital files. You can also use these files to create an audio CD-ROM disc that can be played on any device that has just a regular CD-ROM player on it. Now, in order to do that, your computer would have to have the capacity to we'll use the common term burn a CD or a DVD. Most new computers do have an optical drive that has that capability. The other thing you would need would be software that would allow you to do that. While Windows includes something that would work for that, most people would rely on software that's specifically made to burn CDs or DVDs. One that I might recommend is a free software program called CD Burner XP. But you may already have a program on your computer that's capable of burning an audio CD. Most of the time when computers are sold with CD burners or DVD burners or both, they will include software that will allow you to record on those optical drives. Now, let's finish our tour of the Affordable OTR Hard Drive by assuming you would like to locate and play one particular program, but you don't know where it's located because you're not certain about the program series. And as our example, we'll use the well-known old-time radio show War of the Worlds. Now, in order to find War of the Worlds, we will use a feature that's included with all computer operating systems. In our computer, it's simply named Windows Search. Notice that we can conduct a search of our entire Affordable OTR hard drive in the upper right-hand corner of our screen. To search for War of the Worlds, I'll enter only 3 words, MP3, so that nothing but audio files will be searched for the remaining 2 words that I'll enter, and that's war and worlds. So again, we're looking for any audio file in our hard drive that contains the word war and the word worlds. Now let's see the results from using those 3 search terms. You can see that there are only 3 results that appear, and it would appear from looking at the titles that only 2 of them appear to be possibilities. By listening to perhaps 10 or 15 seconds of each one of these, it will become quickly apparent to you that the Mercury Theater episode is likely the program that you're interested in, because it is the original program, and we'll know that because just at the beginning of the show it tells us that Orson Welles was the star. As you spend more time exploring the content included on one of our Affordable OTR hard drives, you'll discover many, many new treasures. As one of our recent customers wrote, I have been an old-time radio fan for many years, and I have bought programs on CD, DVD, 18-inch transcription discs, and reel-to-reel tapes. When I bought this product, I hoped that I might get some new programs and save myself many hours of copying all those programs to MP3 format. I must say that it was the best $99.95 I have ever spent. My cassette programs are already on your hard drive, and the search engine is really efficient. If you are new to this hobby or an old collector, you really need to get this collection. All I can say is well done. Well, I'm telling you, we sure enjoy making our customers happy. And I hope that we can make you happy soon as well. Now, if you have additional questions that we didn't address on our video or on our website, we're always happy to hear from you. you can email me at otrronnie@zoomtown.com. That's spelled OTRRONNIE at Zoomtown. Z is in zebra, OOMTOWN.com. Or call me at 513-201-7537. Hey, thanks again for watching our video, and I hope that I'll hear from you real soon.